Hey babies, it's Mama T back with another one. I've been putting together some videos on motivation, manifestations, and tapping into your higher self to walk in your highest purpose. And many babies, I'm getting a lot of comments, not really understanding like what are the steps and how do you get there and what do we do? Because some of these concepts are new to many of you. Many babies is waking up out of the construct of these organized religions that casted us under these spells that constricted and limited our potential as beings on this planet. Well, I put together a little compilation of duets from babies that can break this thing down from the simplest form all the way up to the most complex metaphysical definitions that they can explain for you. So I'm going to play these clips and hopefully you babies get a better understanding on how you can tap in to your higher self to start manifesting your purpose. Okay, Mama T, y'all go ahead and roll these clips. But first, gotta play a little ad. Gotta pay these bills out here. Y'all know how it go. Hold on, babies. Unlock the mysteries of your destiny with the North Node Astrological Consultation. Your North Node holds the key to your soul's true purpose, guiding you toward the path you're meant to follow through the ancient wisdom of astrology, combined with the precise calculations of numerology. We dive deep into both the sidereal and tropical charts, providing you with the most comprehensive guidance possible. Whether you're seeking clarity in your career, relationships, or personal growth, our consultations reveal the hidden forces shaping your life. Choose from a 30-minute, 1 hour, or 90-minute sessions, all tailored to suit your needs. Book your session today at sacredtea.net and step into the magical world of your North Node.
If you decide, you don't have to know how. All you have to do is close your eyes and go into your heart and say, God, I don't know how, but I want to find my highest self. I want to find my true power. I'm not in a place where I could even know what the first step is. I'm not in a space where I even have the energy or the courage to take the first step. So I'm going to ask you to please take it for me. Make it evidently clear. And once I see it, I will follow your path, and you watch what happens.
What is the higher self or higher consciousness?
Higher in terms of energy. This is why we refer to it as the higher self. The higher self comes from the higher frequencies. If you look at Dr. David Hawkins' scale of consciousness, you will see that the highest frequencies are enlightenment, peace, love, and joy. The higher self operates in those vibrational frequencies. So you can have access to your higher self when you're living in peace, love, and joy, and it's not contingent on people, places, or things, meaning it's from the inside out. The only way to do that, though, is to get out of the vibration of the lower self, which is shame, anger, guilt, fear. This is why healing was so important. Healing is the remembrance of your divinity, aka your higher self. But when you live in shame, fear, guilt, anger, resentment, you are now living in the lower self that forgot what it truly was. So it's about you having higher energy levels so you can have access to the higher self.
Staying in a high vibration is incredibly difficult, but here are a few of the qualities I've recognized in the highest vibrational people I know. Each of them have this unique ability to witness their life, to witness their mind and their thoughts, to witness their physical body and their emotions, and to actually detach from them, to sit in the seat of the observer. They are constantly seeking growth and expansion. This isn't from a self-serving place. They know they've been brought here to forge a path, to shepherd in a new way of living, so they push their consciousness to its maximum capacity. They prioritize self-care, whether this be exercising, practicing mindfulness, They understand the importance of the body and having a clear mind and body connection. They make it a priority to connect with nature. Nature rejuvenates them. It replenishes their energy. They feel a deep connection to Mother Earth. They embrace challenge. They understand challenges are simply stepping stones to support their evolution, to support their growth. Challenges are opportunities to personally grow and transform. They practice positive self-talk. They realize everything carries a frequency, including words and thought, so they are mindful of how they speak to themselves. They use self-inquiry and intention setting to catalyze their growth. They are masters at asking themselves targeted questions that eventually lead to clarity on their next steps. And last but not least, they seek guidance from a higher power. They realize that we are co-creating this reality alongside an infinitely intelligent organizing power that works in the background to support us. This is God, Spirit, Source, Infinity, the universe. These are just a few of the qualities highly vibrational people embody. Let me know in the comments what should be added to this list, and shoot me a follow for more videos like this. Love you guys. Peace.
So it's actually less about figuring your soul purpose out, and it's more about following the clues that are already there. Anything connected to your soul purpose is going to carry a frequency of excitement or spark curiosity or interest. And that's because the energetic translation of those feelings, thoughts, or emotions are really just your higher self getting your attention to say, hey, if you move in this direction, it will be a fulfilling path forward. If you can't stop thinking about something, if you've tried a million different things, but it keeps coming back to this one thing, those are all instances of something that's connected to your soul purpose. Every single person has hidden clues built into their life regarding their soul purpose from the second they are born. And it really just comes down to following your desire.
I'm about to fuck your whole day up. So if you're not ready for the truth, baby, you need to scroll on by, bitch. It is day 192 of walking outside every day despite the weather for 20 minutes, and y'all not ready. I want you to try this exercise. I want you to turn off the music. I want you to turn off the TV. I want you to sit in front of a mirror, and I want you to look into your own eyes for 5 minutes. But you're gonna notice that 5 minutes is a long ass time to be looking at yourself. What do you see? Is this the person that you thought you would see staring at you in the mirror when you were a teenager? Perhaps a young kid? Are you doing the things that you loved to do and always wanted to do? Who are you looking at? Is it you? Are you looking at a version of you that other people have built? A version of you that has tried so hard to fit into the boxes and the conditioning of the people around you that isn't you anymore. What do you feel? What do you see? Are you finding it hard to look at yourself for 5 minutes? After 30 seconds, are you checking the clock? What are you looking for? Why don't you want to keep looking at yourself for 5 minutes? Do you feel happy? Are you proud of what you're looking at? Do you see a lifetime of neglect? Do you see love, compassion, self-trust? Do you see someone who has been true to themselves? If you can't be truthful and intimate with yourself for 5 minutes, how could you possibly be intimate with someone else? How could you possibly think that you could provide intimacy to anyone else? Until we learn how to sit in our own intimacy, we can't give it to others. We're shells, harboring others' insecurities and pain because we still have not broken through our own. You're gonna cry, but instead of looking at yourself and cringing, hold it with compassion and love. And that is the beauty of intimacy. That is the beauty of vulnerability. And we owe it to ourselves first. We owe it to ourselves first to engage in it within us before we expect others to be able to hold our vulnerabilities and our intimacy. You will cherish the gift that you have within you much more when you accept it. Hold it. Hold it in love and self-compassion and not look and cringe. I love you guys. Feel on, fuckers.
So the higher self, generally speaking, is associated with the dense world, material world. You You see, and all of it is sacred. Let me say that. They equally important. You know, you can talk all the spiritual stuff you want to, or talk about spiritual growth and development, but if you got a raggedy body, because this is your Merkaba, this is your vehicle that you travel from point. You understand? The body is the temple of God. You see? And there is no difference between matter and energy. Energy is matter and matter is energy. There is no difference. The only difference is the vibrational frequency. You see? So don't take none of it for granted. But conceptually speaking, I'm going to give it to you biblically. It's when Paul said, exchanging your body of mortality for your body of immortality. The soul is immortal. There is not, there's no such thing as you got a soul, you got a soul. And no. We are individualized versions of universal soul. That's why I call it a solar system. You see? Because the root word of solar is S-O-L, soul. You see? And so now we actually tapping into a dispensation of time where we are in or living, let's say we are living expressions or manifestations of the solar mythos.
And that's why they say,
you see,
music ain't got no more soul.
You see, King Solomon. See, the son of man. So all the pharaohs were what? Representations or manifestations of solar energy.
That's right.
Right? Because all the planets, etc., revolve around the sun. So it is. So as above, so below. So the king, the pharaoh, name, one of his titles attributed to his name was Sarah, son of the sun. And this is the whole concept of the son of God in Christian faith or theology. You see? So your higher self in this particular context, conceptually speaking, is your solar being. And your lower would be your terrestrial or stellar version. Like stellar, star, zodiac, right? Zodiac means circle of animals. I'm a ram, I'm a bull. And we limit ourselves to the ego's personality. You see?
Science of manifestation, the law of reversibility. If water can turn into steam, then steam can turn into water. Steam and water are the same thing vibrating on a different frequency. If circumstance can produce a feeling, then feeling can produce circumstance. Mass can turn into energy, and energy can turn into mass. This is science. Think of Einstein's E is mc squared. E is energy, m is mass, and c is speed of light. What you are seeking is also seeking you. Thoughts are waves. Waves carry frequencies and energy. Mass also carries frequency and energy. Mass is bound by space and time. Waves exist everywhere beyond space and time. If you can think of your desire, then it is already existing in another dimension in the quantum field. It just has no mass yet. All waves exist in the quantum field. The quantum levels are different realities, but your mind has the ability to pick up on that frequency. Everything is energy. Everything vibrates. Since thoughts are waves, they determine in what reality you live in. You are giving your thoughts energy through emotions. Emotions are energy in motion. Our emotions are the light in Einstein's equation. In order to quantum jump into your desired reality, you have to align your vibration to the frequency of your desire. That's where the subconscious mind comes in. This is why emotional control and thought control are vital. Change the paradigm in your subconscious mind. It is the subconscious mind that controls your vibration. It has almost exclusive control over your thoughts. Most of the thoughts you think today are the same thoughts you thought of yesterday. Place your attention, and therefore your emotions, which is energy in motion, on the thoughts you want to manifest, instead of the things you don't want to manifest. You have the power to consciously reject the thoughts you don't want to turn into mass. Reason why many people can't manifest what they want is because they rely only on their 5 senses. But not only do you have your 5 senses, you also have higher faculties. These are intuition, will, perception, reason, imagination, and memory. But we were never taught how to use those. We were taught to rely only on our 5 senses. That means we are letting the outside influence the inside. But we as humans create our own environment. That means what happens on the inside mirrors itself on the outside. The mirror principle. That's why there are whole bloodlines continuing the cycle of poverty and misfortune. Their 5 senses, which are connected to the conscious, rational mind, pick up on that. Because they are unaware of the fact that their inside mirrors itself into the outside, they accept the things their 5 senses pick up on.
Use your higher faculties to trick your 5 senses. It is the inside that mirrors itself into the outside. Your vibration determines in which reality you live in. Use your perception. Change how you perceive things. Use your imagination. Visualize the things you want instead of the things you don't want. Get yourself into the emotional state of the version of you that already has what you desire. Always be calm and relaxed. If you are not, it means your mind is in a state of lack and fear. Einstein said, "Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality." You are constantly creating your reality. Start to consciously create the life you want today. I'm sure most of you have already heard about the power of liquids. Take some water or perfume, meditate on it, hold it in your hands while meditating and speak your affirmations onto it. For example, wealth, success, abundance. Do this for at least 11 minutes. Now, every time you drink the water or smell the perfume, it will remind you of your affirmations. Now think of the version of you that has everything you desire. Act and feel like this person. Thoughts that constantly repeated in your head will produce corresponding emotions. Thoughts that are felt make their way into your subconscious mind, the creative force that controls your life. From there, the energy of that thought's frequency gets passed onto your sympathetic nervous system. This energy is now a part of your DNA and affects your vibration. Your vibration attracts things to you that are in harmony with it. Not only that, your subconscious mind has almost exclusive control over your habits, which control your actions and therefore your results. 90% of your behavior is habitual. Your subconscious mind also controls your thoughts and feelings. Most of the thoughts you think today are the same thoughts you thought of yesterday. Take control of your thoughts and emotions. Change the paradigm in your subconscious mind and get the life you want. You can't be dual-minded when trying to manifest. You cannot manifest success while preparing for failure. You cannot think of success and feel fear of failure. You are neutralizing your manifestation. You cannot try to manifest wealth and be in a poverty consciousness. Everything you do, think, or feel has to align with your desired outcome. A dual mindset often comes from fear, or from the conscious beliefs not aligning with the subconscious beliefs. Stop looking around in your 3D asking where your manifestation is. You are neutralizing it that way. If you planted a seed for a peach tree and constantly dig it up to see if it is already growing, you're actually hindering it from growing. Plant the seed, which is your desired outcome, and let it grow. Trust that it is growing. See and feel it already realized. Be calm and relaxed, and it will grow. The universe works this way.
Blocks to remove your stagnation, to remove issues that you got going on physically, spiritually, and mentally. The sacred tea is what it's all about right here. This is actually what I use as well. You could add a little pinch of that in there. Oh! So all the stuff you got in your pantry, go get your shit out your pantry, start experimenting and adding flavors. This is alchemy with herbs. I'm gonna pack this with some more ice. I'm gonna add in, I'll tell you. Let me turn this down a little bit for y'all start having nervous breakdowns. I don't want nobody having a damn nervous breakdown. You see the color? Check this out. You see that? Look at that. Wooden spoon. It's hot where y'all at? Is it hot outside? Make some of that. if you guys believe in quantum leaping and quantum jumping, right? First, you got to get your mind right to even go there, to even see these things in your third eye. That's what you need. This is where you take control of what you can take control of. And the things that you can take control of is everything that you put in here, as well as what comes out of there. You feel me?
Try Mama T's Sacred Tea Blends today.